Hello, Kay here from Indigo Blue. So I've got these lovely new Indigo Blue rice papers, and I'm just going to show you how I actually attach it to a canvas bag. So the canvas I'm using here, well, first of all, canvas bag, rice paper, you need the Slap-it-on fabric from our Indigo Blue Slap-it-on range, and a brush, and a bit of water. So I'm actually using a really nice quality canvas bag, so it's really thick, so I don't actually have to really put anything inside to stop the Slap-it-on going through. But if yours is thinner or it's a different one, just put some cardboard or something on the inside and just make sure that you protect the side gusset. So I'm just going to put that in anyway, just to demonstrate. I've also got a paint mat here just to put my Slap-it-on fabric on there. But the first thing I'm going to do is just tear off the borders of the rice paper. So in order to do that, you just need to wet your brush just with some water and just go down the edge of your rice paper, and then it's really easy just to tear that off. So I like to just do it right on the very edge, because we're going onto a cream surface. You won't really see any edges of that. So that is important when you're actually putting rice paper onto a surface. You really want it to be white or a light colour, because that's going to shine through the rice paper, because the rice paper is translucent. So for example, now that we've got a woman's face, you can see that when it goes onto a surface, it's going to take on the colour of that surface. It's going to shine through. So if I was to put this onto a dark surface, it's going to really darken her skin tone. So bear that in mind, that you don't want a deep red or something like that. It's going to look a little bit unusual, to say the least. So I like to use quite a natural or white surface, and then you get all the true colours of the rice paper coming through. So as you can see, it just pulls away quite nicely. This is an extremely good quality rice paper. It's actually made in Europe for us, and they specialise in printing rice papers, and I've used them for years, and they are just quite wonderful. And then the last one, again, just with plain water on my brush, just to take on the last edge, and it just pulls away quite nicely, leaving a nice soft edge. And I like using the soft edge because then it molds into the background, or the surface you're putting it on, whether that's fabric or wood or canvas or whatever it happens to be. Okay, so that's all done. We've got our bag. Let me just move the handles out of the way so that it does actually lie flat. There we go, and just centre that. Okay, that's lovely. So with the Slap-it-on, you need to be covering the surface and the rice paper with Slap-it-on. So I'm going to just, in fact, what I'll do is I'll take the top off and I'll put a load on this paint mat here. So you do need a decent amount. Okay, so I'm going to just start applying that where my rice paper is going to go, and do what it says on the tin, which is slap it on. So this can be used on any fabric surface, so it's formulated to go onto man-made fibres as well as natural fibres. So if you have a silk scarf, or you want to put it onto a lycra top, or whatever surface you want to work on, it looks fantastic on shoes. So that's man-made or natural fibres is good to work on. Now I'm also going to move that out of the way for a moment And let me put something on the surface. A clean mat would be good. So you can actually wash the surface once this has gone on, but you do need to protect it with quite a lot of Slap-It-On. So if you are going to wash it, you do need to allow it to cure first of all. So you can either leave it to cure naturally, which you will do, give it a few days, I'll say like a week or so, or if you want to, you can actually heat set it with an iron. But of course, if you're doing handbags or shoes, you don't want to be ironing them. So now the trick to this is, once you've got the Slap-It-On on here, it is now quite delicate. So when it's dry, rice paper is really tough, but once it's wet, it's really delicate. So it's really important not to overwork it. Okay, so this is going to go down on there like so. So it's really important now not to overwork it, because you can, if I put my dry hands on here, you can come away with some of the rice paper. So I did notice when I was laying it down that I didn't have much Slap-It-On at this top end here. So I'm just really gently putting another layer of Slap-It-On over the top, and I'm starting from the middle and I'm going out to the edge. So just really gently, and don't worry if you've made a mistake and you've got some wrinkles in it or anything. You're really not going to notice by the time you've actually put it on. This looks amazing on furniture as well. If you want to order any bigger sizes, just email orders@indigoblue.com and we can get those in for you. So we go up to AO size, which is great for furniture. So once you've got that on there, leave it alone. Step away from it. Don't be tempted to, oh, there's a little wrinkle there, because if you start reworking it, now that it's really wet, that's when the problem comes, if you start reworking it, because you can, because I know I've done it. If I touch it with my finger, I'll bring it away with it, or you'll start bringing it back off again with the brush. So just walk away, leave it alone, and let it just dry naturally. It just depends how long. It's a fairly quick dry because the Slap-It-On is a good quick dry medium. You just need to wash your brush in normal cold water. Give it a good clean. Don't leave it sat in the water. Just give it a really good clean. Wipe it on a rag and leave it to dry horizontally, naturally. Okay. As far as setting your Slap-It-On, you can leave it to dry naturally, and then you can heat set it with an iron, or just leave it to cure naturally over time, say a week or two. Because this is on a bag, or if it's on a t-shirt, once it's dry, I would put another 2 or 3 coats on, let those dry in between time, and just keep layering them up. And that way it's more protected than just one layer, and it just makes sure that you really have got it all completely covered. And it's as simple as that. Really easy. We also do a Slap-It-On mat for paper, card, canvas surfaces, cork, stuff like that. You can use this on furniture as well. We also do a Slap-It-On ceramic and glass to do on ceramics and glass. So there it is. Really easy. Thanks for watching.